In a cockpit, Jan Hooks, Greg Giraldo, Peter Graves, and Wilt Chamberlain. Hooks is a stewardess.
Hey guys, little Jimmy here wanted to come in and say hi.
Giraldo is a little boy.
Actually, ma'am, I said I wanted to come in you and say bye.
Graves.
Well, hello there, Jimmy. Have you ever been in the inside of a cockpit before?
Giraldo.
No, sir. I've never even been up in a plane before.
Graves.
Jimmy, have you ever seen a grown man naked?
Chamberlain.
Do you want me to check the weather, Clarence?
Graves.
No, why don't you take care of it? Jimmy, have you ever been in the inside of a gymnasium?
Hooks.
Okay, Jimmy, maybe it's time to go back to your seat.
Graves.
No, Jimmy can stay here for a while if you'd like.
Giraldo.
I'd rather go back with the stewardess.
As Giraldo leaves the cockpit, Hooks says,
but there is another young boy who'd like to say hi.
Mickey Rooney walks in and says,
hi, I'm Joey.
Graves puts his arm around Rooney and says,
Joey, have you ever been in the inside of a Turkish prison?
Chamberlain.
Flight 029 to Denver Radio, climbing the cruise at 42,000. We'll report again over the grave of Abraham Lincoln. Over and out.
Rooney.
Hey, wait a minute. I know you. You're Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You played basketball for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Chamberlain.
I'm sorry, son. You have me confused with someone else. I'm Wilt Chamberlain, the co-pilot.
Rooney.
No. You're Kareem. I used to see you play. Jack Nicholson's got season tickets.
Chamberlain.
I think it's about time you go back to your seat now, right, Clarence?
Graves.
No, nonsense. Joey can stay right here, with his supple rear.
Chamberlain.
Okay, just remember, I'm not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I'm Wilt Chamberlain, the co-pilot.
Rooney.
I think you're the greatest center of all time, but Bill Simmons says you're only the second best, after Bill Russell.
Chamberlain grabs Rooney and says,
Kareem is the second greatest. Listen, kid, you can go tell Bill Simmons I scored 100 in a game. I led the league in scoring 7 times. I had 7 seasons of over 33.5 a game. I averaged 50 in a season. I own the 4 highest point per game seasons in NBA history. I won 2 titles and easily could have won 8 if not for some bad luck. And I'm easily the most underrated player of all time. Plus I banged 20,000 women.
It then shows Lloyd Bridges and Robert Stack in an airport control room. Robert Stack approaches Bridges and says,
so, what's going on with that son of a bitch up there?
Bridges. Michael Lane, that dirty hippie who created Woodstock, has infiltrated the plane and dosed nearly everyone with LSD. Stack.
I'm more of a mushroom guy myself.
Bridges.
No kidding. Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit smoking.
Dustin Diamond and Leslie Nielsen are then shown in the back of a plane. Nielsen.
Nearly everyone on this plane is taking LSD and thinks they're Jim Morrison now. They all want to take their dick out on stage and later fake their death to avoid prosecution. Can you land this plane?
Diamond.
Me? Surely you can't be serious. I'm not even on the cast.
Nielsen.
Well, you will be if you can land this plane. And thanks for calling me Shirley. Even if it's easier now than ever before to transition, it's still hard.
Diamond.
Is that a euphemism?
Nielsen.
No, like I said, I'm a woman now.
Back in the airport control room. Bridges.
Looks like your former protege, Mr. Diamond, is going to try to land the plane.
Stack.
Are you kidding me? Diamond? He couldn't even close the deal with Lisa Turtle. I'm not sure he can do it.
Bridges.
Well, looks like I picked the wrong week to stop taking amphetamines.
Back on the plane, Chamberlain and Graves are passed out, as well as Rooney, who is cuddled on Graves' lap. Hooks and Diamond take control of the plane. Nielsen.
Good luck. Just want to let you know, we're all counting on you.
Nielsen leaves. Shows extreme turbulence for several seconds. Diamond.
Sweetie, if you could maybe inspire me by telling me how much you miss me, how much our love meant to you, that could really help me right now.
Hooks.
Sorry, I'm more of a Mario Lopez lady myself.
Diamond shakes his head in despair. More turbulence, everything shaking. Nielsen opens the door and says,
I just wanted to tell you both good luck. We're all counting on...
Shows a plane nosediving, crashing with explosions and fire everywhere. Graves.
Well, looks like we did nothing to help them. And by putting a Saved by the Bell actor as the pilot with no flight experience, we pretty much guaranteed their demise.
Bridges opens a bag of mushrooms and begins eating and says,
looks like I picked the wrong week to stop tripping my balls off. You want some?
Graves.
Why not?
Graves and Bridges.
Live from Tom's phone, we're not alive! It's Saturday Night Live, starring an ever-evolving cast that has unionized and refuses to allow their names to be mentioned until their demands are met. Musical guests, David Bowie and Freddie Mercury. And your host, Alexander Coburn. Ladies and gentlemen, Alexander Coburn.
And there's applause, applause, applause.
Thank you. It's delightful to be here. I've been told by Mr. Murphy that his inviting me to host has nothing to do with his crush on my beautiful niece, the lovely and talented director, actress, producer, activist, and mother, Miss Olivia Wilde. He wants me to call her Coco Bird. Let's see, I wrote down why he wanted me to call her that. He says that because her last name is spelled C-O-C-K-B-U-R-N, and that the C-K is silent because he's too busy masturbating in hotel rooms in front of up-and-coming comedians, and that since she has an Instagram post where she was on Conan the Targaryen Barbarian show, that he insists her new nickname is Coco Bird. Whatever you call her, obviously I couldn't be more proud of her. But of course, I'm not the only relative of repute of Olivia. Please give a warm welcome to
Lord Coburn, Claude Coburn, Patricia Coburn, Henry Coburn, Christopher Hitchens, and Sir George Coburn all come out. Lord Coburn.
I was a lawyer, judge, and literary figure. I was the Solicitor General for Scotland and wrote the memorials of his time.
Claude Coburn.
I was a journalist who was known to say, believe nothing until it has been officially denied.
Patricia Coburn.
I was an Irish writer, traveler, conchologist, and artist.
Henry Coburn.
I was of the most honorable order of the Bath, a consul general, and was a British diplomat.
Christopher Hitchens.
I was technically not related to Olivia, but helped babysit her during her parents' wild parties.
Sir George Coburn, 10th Baronet.
And I was in the Royal Navy, and am known for, in the War of 1812, burning down the White House.
Alexander.
Which reminds me.
The Coburns all begin to sing.
Watch out. You might get what you're after. Cool, babies. Strange but not a stranger. I'm an ordinary guy. Coco burning down the White House.
Alexander.
Tom really takes his crushes seriously, huh? We have a great show tonight. Consider yourselves under pressure to stay tuned, as both David Bowie and Freddie Mercury are here. We'll be right back.